the peace and security of a nation is what underpins any development in a nation. And therefore, the stability of Kenya is paramount. Just because of the problems we had last year, our taxes, which normally grow at, on average, 6, 7, 8, 9%, for half of the year last year, it was growing at 4%. It is just from January this year that it went to 8, 9, and now we are at almost 10%. So instability destroys a nation. And that is why this broad-based government is God-sent. It is what we need to move Kenya forward. Because some of the decisions we are making are so difficult. For example, we would not have done the leasing of our sugar mills, something we have been trying since I was Minister for Higher Education, since I was Minister for Agriculture in 2009. But it became possible because of broad-based. Because there is nobody now to go and, but the characters who try to go and look for Baba to tell them, oh, you see, there is a problem. Baba told them, no, 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 no. because we did it together. This year, we are at 90 billion. I am sure next year we will be at 120 billion. In 5 years, we will be getting as much money from sugar as we are getting from tea. And part of the reason why we have poverty in some areas is because if the cash crops that are supposed to be putting money in people's pockets are underperforming, then you end up with many people engaging in an enterprise that is not putting money in their pockets. It is the reason why sugarcane must put money in people's pocket, cotton, rice, and that's the reason why we are saying coffee, you know, so that we engage people in meaningful agriculture that is going to, James, you are right that we need to sort out agriculture so that we sort out the economy at the base. So that is important for us, and that is why I am saying this broad-based government is God-sent. It is the right thing. It is the instrument that is going to give us the political goodwill to carry some of the most transformative decisions. And I remember Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, telling me, what will happen when Kenya defaults on its foreign obligations? You know, and I told him, I don't think it will happen. And he was really surprised that how we were going to manage. But by God's grace, we managed to tighten our belt. It was difficult. And we avoided a default. The result of that tightening our belt has given us results. It has given us results. Today, our inflation, which was at 9.6, is at 3.8. That's very bad. Today, the dollar, which was going to 167, has been stable for the last 1 year at 129. The oil marketers who were chasing dollars all over the place and they couldn't find it. Today, our dollar reserves is the highest since the independence of this country. We have $10.3 billion, up from $6 billion. Today, the oil marketers, we have enough money to buy fuel for the next 6 months, even if nothing happens. We had to take the steps that we did in agriculture to try and rein in on that space so that we could better support production. And the way to support production was to organize the sector, provide some incentives, reduce the cost of fertilizer, manage the distribution of seeds, and by so doing, I can comfortably report to you that we have moved from producing between 40 and 45 million bags of maize, for example. Last year, we produced 65 million. And by God's grace, this year, we are targeting between 70 and 75 million. Right? That is why you've seen the price of unga come down from 240 to 160, 140, sometimes 120. It is the reason why you see our production of tea in terms of tonnage or kilos has gone up. Our earnings from tea has moved from 138 billion 2 years ago to 215 billion last year. The organization we have done around coffee, and I want to encourage you, areas where we can grow coffee. That's the crop of the future. And I have already provided 500 million shillings to Oparanya and the people in the cooperative space to provide seedlings. So I think Siaya should plug into that space. The price of coffee has moved from 60 shillings a kilo to 140, 150 shillings a kilo today. And it is because we kicked out the cartels in the coffee. You know, just imagine it was being controlled by a few people. The same person was the farmer, the same person was the miller, the same person was the broker, and the same person was buying the coffee at the exchange. We've since broken that cartel. And next month, you will see me at the Nairobi Coffee Exchange. I will be ringing the bell so that farmers at the fall of the hammer, when the coffee is sold at the exchange, same day, the farmer gets their money. Just 6 months ago, farmers were waiting for 6 months. You deliver your coffee, you don't know it is milled by who, the broker is somebody else, you don't know. It is sold at the coffee exchange, you don't know when. So we have made that channel open and transparent. So farmers can follow their crop until it is sold, and they know it was sold for how much. We moved the production of sugar the other year from 495,000 metric tons to 815,000 metric tons. We've moved the earnings from sugar from 50 billion to 90 billion in 2 years. And it is because, again, you know very well that that sugar sector had been taken hostage by a few people. For 30 years, we are using public money to pay farmers, to pay workers. You know, you're going to pay sugarcane farmers using public taxes for cane they did not deliver to government. They delivered to some factory. You are paying for workers in a factory who don't work for the government. They work for the factory. How is it my business to go and pay workers of another person? But you know, it went on and on, you know, like this. And it was supposed to be okay. I said it is not okay. So when I was farm on Mumias, we leased the facility. Today in Mumias, farmers are paid every 7 days. Workers are paid like all workers. And last year, for the first time, farmers were paid bonus. Just like we pay bonus for tea farmers, we paid bonus for the first time in Mumias. Mark this space. We will be paying bonus in Zoya end of this year. We will be paying bonus in Mohoroni and Chemelil and Soni end of this year.